Now let's consider that we have already done the majority of the work of tagging critical assets inside of our Snowflake. This allows us to not only be compliant but set masking policies on this data inside of Snowflake, making sure it is not exposed to users who should not have access. However, we have been running into some issues with completing this process. One is making sure that we tagged every asset, from our raw layer to the presentation layer. Snowflake doesn't have the ability to push tags through Lineage, so we have some concerns we may have missed tagging assets that were transformed. Another is the data governance team holds the knowledge of what data assets should be tagged. However, the Snowflake admins are the ones required to tag. This causes resource strain on the Snowflake admins to always have to update and reach out to the data governance team to validate the correct assets were tagged. Additionally, the governance team does not have a clear line of sight into all the assets that have been tagged, as some do not have access to Snowflake. Finally, Atlan does not currently reflect the tagging that has been done in Snowflake, creating a disparity between critically tagged assets in Atlan and Snowflake. This is where the Atlan Snowflake Tag Management Premium feature solves these issues. With tag management, we not only are able to bring in those tags into Atlan automatically every time the Snowflake workflow runs, but we can actually push assets that we tag in Atlan back to Snowflake, allowing the data governance team to tag assets themselves along with utilizing Atlan's propagation through Lineage to ensure that all the critical data assets are tagged. On top of that, we can utilize playbooks to mass tag like assets with tags and push those directly to Snowflake, saving a ton of time. To set up our workflow to begin bringing in tags from Snowflake, all we have to do is update our current Snowflake asset connection. As an administrator, we click on the workflows icon on the left-hand navigation. We then click on the Manage tab, which shows all of our connections. We find our Snowflake connection and click on it to bring up the workflow profile. Here, we click on Configuration, and down at the bottom there is the option to import tags. Clicking Yes will set the workflow to sync tags from Snowflake to Atlan on the next run. Once the workflow has completed its next run, if the name of a tag in Snowflake matches a tag inside of Atlan, the tags will be linked. If a tag in Snowflake does not match one in Atlan, the tag will be created in Atlan to match the Snowflake tag.